Hello, everybody, and welcome back to a Monday with Born Again to Live.
Eric, it's not just a Monday, it is our 70th episode.
That's a lot more than I thought we'd...
I know, right?
Listeners are tired of hearing that, but, truly it is a humbling experience.
It is.
Heard for 70 episodes.
Yes, so if you're just now joining us, thank you for joining the party, and if you're kind of binge listening because you got to catch up, that's okay too. I know we've got a few listeners out there. I know my buddy Trevor, I think he started listening, so I'm super excited to have him out there. So thank you, Trevor, for listening, and I just hope this encourages you on your walk with the Lord.
I know my aunt, I went and preached at their church, and she actually was like, show me how to find your podcast. So I knew she had Amazon. So I went through Amazon Prime, sent her the link, and she started listening. So
yay!
I love that people are still learning how to find us and still listening, because I think this is something that could last for generations. Who knows?
Absolutely.
I know the Bema podcast that I listened to, they recorded it 10 years ago.
Wow.
And they're still going strong, and I'm still listening to it.
Wow. 10 years. We're going to be doing this for 10 years, Eric.
Let's hope our words last that long.
Well, I know God's word is eternal, so as long as we still speak God's word, we're going to be doing pretty okay. But, you were mentioning that you spoke at some churches. I think we just need to let people know the last part of last week when we talked again about the born again life, that was from your sermon outline, right?
Yes.
That you spoke to 3 different churches about what the born again life is all about. It wasn't about our podcast, but it was that reminder that when you are born again, it's not just to wait and go to heaven. It is to just get out there and just bring some joy, some peace, some love to just a hurting and dark world. That's the born again life. And so I love that you went into these congregations in Wardensville and just spoke new life into some of these people. And that was just awesome. So good job, Eric.
Yep, I love that one. And God gave me that as I kept asking him over and over again, hey, what should I say? What should I say? And that's all he gave me was, I'm already taught you this. Keep on teaching it, son.
Born again life. So yeah. So we're going to do something a little different to shake things up now that we're at episode 70. We just thought it would be fun to talk about some song lyrics.
We talk about songs a lot.
We do.
What they mean to us. So we thought, let's share it.
Yeah. And, this can be a hotly contested topic. Sometimes we were just talking about there's different beliefs as to what's okay to have in our houses of worship, whether, we can just do organs and pianos, whether we can have harps or lyres or all the kinds of stuff. It sounds like, Eric, you're in your church, it's more of like a rock band. Is that right?
Yeah, kind of. It's we have a full band up front with a rocking drummer and keyboards and a bass player, occasionally a guitar. We haven't found that solid guitar player lately. So,
yeah.
But we worship hard in our church.
Yeah, I remember going to one that had they actually had ear plugs, and they said we worship loud, and if you need these earplugs, grab a pair before you go on in. So everybody has their own way of just letting music move them, and some people really like the rhythms. They like the sounds. They like the music. And then there are people like you, Eric, I think, and I have another friend, Lori, if you're out there listening, you're lyric people. You will just you will stop a presidential address and be like, hey, you have to listen to the lyrics of this song. Wait, stop. You need to listen to this. So yeah, we're just going to kind of talk about some of our favorite songs. And guys, we've been talking about letting God talk to you and just letting your hearts be filled with his spirit. And sometimes a great step for just starting your day on the right frame of mind is just monitoring what you put into your brain, right? And so if you don't have a playlist that has all your favorite worship songs on it yet, you need to start one. I have my Spotify worship list, and it just has kind of all the songs that have been pouring into me lately. And, as you add them, they kind of get further down the list. But I can tell, certain seasons, I'm like, oh, yeah, I added these songs because I was going through this. Or when I was struggling, I was listening to these songs. So But yeah, guys, let's all of us start a worship music playlist today, and Eric and I are going to give you some ideas for what to add to it.
Yeah. You're right. I am a huge lyrics person. I tell the kids all the time they're Big Blue when I play a song. Don't care about anything else but listen to the lyrics, because I believe it's the same thing that like the Psalms were written as songs.
Yes.
And so it's the same thing. The lyrics can last forever. The music may fade, but the lyrics will last forever. And you talked about my band at church, the rock band at church. Dusty, the guy who sings our Born Again to Live theme song,
Yes.
is my worship leader.
Yes.
So I love that I could incorporate that because I love his voice. He started a Christian rock band way back when I was the lay speaker, as I talked about before, and I was their sound man.
Wow.
And we used to have a saying, if it's too loud, you're too old.
Well, and it's funny that like back in the 80s, that was kind of a term, Christian rock. Nowadays, if you were to listen to the same type of music, we just call it worship music these days, right? Like worship has really come a long way as far as like it can be so upbeat and joyful and just all different styles, and it's so great. It's awesome.
I find it funny that like I'm 40, and the other day I heard a new rap song, Christian rap song, and I sent it to a pile of teenagers. I sent it to Amy and Shanda, and I'm sending these people this rap song, and I'm thinking to myself like, wonder how many other like pastor type people are driving down the road texting songs to people that are rap songs that are 40 years old. Like there's not a lot of rappers that are pastors that are listening to rap music. And I'm one of those weird people that it doesn't matter because that lyric hit hard. And I'm like, all right, I got to hear this. I got to hear this. It's pretty cool.
One of these days we're going to address your distractive driving, i.e. texting and driving, Eric. But
it's the only free time I have.
You know what? You got that right. But yeah, so Psalm 100 verse 1, it just starts it right out. And I know, guys, a lot of you have probably heard this one before, but it's so good. It just says, make a joyful noise to the Lord, all the earth. Serve the Lord with gladness. Come before him with singing. I mean, that's a party right there. Being joyful, right? Come to him with singing and gladness. Like, yes. Those are all the good feels, right?
So we're going to go through a little list of our favorite songs. I put down 3. I could have put 300 probably because, as Amy said, I'm kind of a music guy. I can't sing, I can't play, but I can listen. So I always tell everybody I can play the radio. That's
it. I mean, hey, these people made these songs for you, so you're in good company.
So I'm going to start off today with one that's hit me really hard for the last bunch of months, and I tried to persuade the teenagers here at Big Blue to make this our theme song, but they did not see it my way. It's called I Know My Name by Seth Addison, which I'm actually going to get to see Seth Addison in concert in a couple weeks.
Yeah, he's coming to the Apple Blossom.
Yeah, he's Apple Blossom Festival on May 4th, and he's with Matthew West, who Matthew West writes about every great song written by Casting Crowns and him, and it's amazing.
Yeah.
Another lyric guy, he's good.
Yeah.
Anyways, the song I picked, I Know My Name, and I'm just going to go with the chorus. It says, the name that I answer to is my name, and the name I answer to, and my name is Chief of all sinners, who has been saved and delivered with the blood. I am forgiven, given grace without limit. No name is no longer lost, no longer crippled by shame. I am covered by the shadow of the cross. I know my name. I know my name. Finally get to be done and prove that I'm enough. And then later there's a line in there that the name I get to answer to is the one that I choose.
Yeah.
So I just love those lyrics. I love the song. He does such a good job. And he has another one that I'm going to plug now too. It's called Proof.
Yeah.
It's really, really good. I believe my buddy Rob Reynolds put me onto that one.
Yeah,
I think
he
too. So.
For sure. Oh, it's so good.
Yeah, he's really good.
All right, so we're adding, everyone's going to, since we're all texting and driving now, go ahead and
add those two. Add Seth Addison to your list because he's got a couple other songs that I'm not gonna lie, like they are really good.
All right, so Proof and the one that you just read is I Know My Name.
I Know My Name.
I Know My Name. All right, cool. I I touched on this song, I believe, on Friday when we were talking about the Born Again life. But this is by Big Daddy Weave, and it's called All Things New. And just the chorus of this is so, it's just beautiful. But it goes a little bit like this. It says, I've heard you can take what's broken and make it whole again. Well, here's the pieces of my heart. What can you do with them? Because I can't hold them all together anymore. So I let them fall surrendered to the floor. You make all things new. You make all things new. God of mercy and love, do what only you can do and make all things new. And I love that part when he sings, do what only you can do. And guys, there are things in this life that only God can do. Only God can heal us, deliver us, make us new again, just like this verse talks about, because we have heart surgeons that can do bypasses and stents and all kinds of stuff, but when it comes to issues of the soul and of our true hearts, nobody else can fix a broken heart but God. And so that's what I claim this sometimes when I'm having my worst days, like, God, do what only you can do. So again, guys, if we're adding to our playlist, that was Big Daddy Weave, and the song is called All Things New.
Well, as Amy was talking, I came up with another song. And so I'm shamelessly going to plug, if you're on the Big Daddy playlist, Big Daddy Weave playlist, I was going to use My Story.
Okay.
The song My Story.
Mm-hmm.
I personally feel it like it is I tell Amy, it's my walk-up music if I was going to be having walk-up music as a pastor, because I love it. But I'm not going to read the lyrics because I switched to a different song.
Okay.
This song is one that I got to see this guy live in concert with Big Blue. It's Ryan Stevenson.
Mm-hmm.
And he sings a lot of really well-known songs, but this is one that me and my son, it means a lot. We both think it's one of the best ones I've ever heard. It's called Mosaic. And it says, every mess up and mistake, every broken frame and shattered place in me, instead of throwing me away, you clean up every jagged edge and put the work of art together perfectly. And then you shine your light through this fractured lens. Nothing was wasted. You made a mosaic, a fracturing sight in my Father's eyes, brand new creation. You made a mosaic.
Nice.
It's beautiful lyrics, beautifully sung. And when I saw him in concert, it was a place that was intimate enough that you actually got to go up and hug the artist.
Wow.
And I went up and I shook his hand and I said, hey, man, I love your music. I love your podcast. I just listen to it all the time. And I said, but you didn't play my favorite song. And he's like, what's your song? And I'm like, Mosaic. And he goes, you should have yelled it from the crowd because I love that song. And just the lyrics of you've cleaned up my jagged edges and put a work of art together perfectly. You made a brand new creation and shined your light through me. Oh my gosh, it hit so hard the first time I heard it. And my son just thinks it's one of the coolest songs.
Yeah.
And if we get a chance and we play it and we're both singing every word, because it's so true. He can take those broken pieces of you, clean up the edges and put you together in your masterpiece again.
Yeah. And I just think of this beautiful stained glass, right? Just, it's together, but there's all those little pieces still, and it just makes something more beautiful than if it was just a solid pane of glass.
So yeah, as Amy was talking, that song hit me, and I was like, oh, I cannot not share this. It's so good.
I love how many times you're like, as Amy was talking, so yeah, you get all your revelation as I'm talking.
That's
or
right.
else you're just trying to blot me out. It's hard to say, but
No.
So let me ask you this, Eric, tangent, because that's what we like to do. You've done a lot of concerts with the Big Blue Kids.
Oh, I have done a book.
Give us a list. Who all have you seen now? It's been a lot.
We did Uprise Fest, so I saw 25 artists.
Uprise
that'd
Fest.
be a lot. Jordan Feliz was one of my favorites.
Mm-hmm.
We did Newsboys, Skillet, Disciple, Cody Carnes, maybe, I think was there, maybe not. All right, so a little bit more intimate. I saw Toby Mac with Cochran and Company.
Yep.
Tarian. They were all at the Apple Blossom.
That was last year, right?
Last year.
Mm-hmm.
And then I saw the first year at Apple Blossom, we saw, I'm drawing a blank, Smitty.
Okay.
Michael W. Smith.
Oh, yeah.
Saw him. I don't even remember who his opener was, to be
Okay.
honest with you. It might have been Cochran and Company that year.
Okay.
Saw Cochran and Company again at the
Hampshire County Fair.
Hampshire County Fair.
Yeah.
Saw Ryan Stevenson at the Rockingham, or at that same one.
Hampshire County Fair.
County. I want to say Augusta because that's where the location is.
Gotcha.
I've seen for King and Country, not with Big Blue, but I've seen for King and Country at a county fair.
And you just saw Ben Fuller.
Just saw Ben Fuller, and I'm trying to think.
It's pretty good.
It's been, at Big Blue, we do concerts because it's a way to connect.
Oh,
kids.
it's so good.
I love that music can connect everybody.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And I mean, even if you don't know these songs, they're so just full and powerful. They're not like, I don't know what people, when they think of like worship music, if they just think it's sort of like, a little acoustic or a little organ and just, some weak little verses.
Well,
it is powerful stuff.
I think people think of the old hymns like,
Right.
Old Rugged Cross.
Yeah.
And they get thinking that's how it sounds. But you put the powerful lyrics we're reading today with a little bit modern music.
Yeah.
I have a version of Nothing But the Blood by Seventh Day Slumber,
Okay.
which sounds like you wouldn't want to hear it, but they took this old hymn and they turned it into a Christian rock song,
Yeah.
and I will rock out to that in any church any day. I can't sing the hymn, but I can sing that.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah, on that note with Big Blue, I think the only concert I've done with them is about 3 years ago. We went to DC, and at the arena changes hands so many times. I think it's now Capital One Arena. We did see Elevation Worship with Chris Tomlin. It was a banger, man. It was so good. It is the music, it's the lyrics, but then it's also just the lights. And there was one scene where everybody has their cell phone lights, and you felt like you were just in a galaxy. It was so powerful and super cool.
And I missed that.
Yeah, you did. You were kind of a new guy back then, probably, because I know who was driving the bus if it wasn't Eric.
I was going to say, that's my end to get on these concerts, people, is I just say I'm driving the bus.
Yep. Okay, so is it my turn to share a favorite? All right, so...
We're getting close on time, so...
What?
I hate
Oh, yeah, Eric, come on. It's Monday. We need something to be excited about. Okay.
So, yeah, add that Ryan Stevenson and look up a couple other to your playlist. He's got a couple good ones.
All right, so this one goes back again to what we were talking about on Friday with our Born Again life. And this is My Testimony by Elevation Worship. And it's live. The version I like is live. And the line that I absolutely love in this one, and it just it just says, if I'm not dead, then you're not done. Greater things are still to come. And in worship songs, guys, a lot of the times they just keep saying the same thing over and over again. And sometimes I had a friend one time be like, they just repeat themselves too much. I'm like, we're not just repeating words. We are confirming truths here. So when you just say that over and over again, if I'm not dead, then you're not done. Greater things are yet to come. You just keep saying that because you're not just singing it. You were saying it to yourself. And then you just keep saying it until you believe it, right? So that's one of those songs that, like, when I'm really feeling it, Eric, I just crank that one up. And so, yeah, like maybe I'm not a texter and driver. I mean, we all can be, let's be honest. But no, I'm more of I have the music up so loud that, like, I can't hear my phone ring. Or if it's Bluetoothed and it's someone I really want to talk to, but they call during a good song, I'm sorry. I need to ignore it. Like, I will get back to, I need there to be that automatic text that says, I will call you back when this song's over.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that is Elevation Worship, and that is My Testimony.
Well, I like Elevation Worship, too.
Man.
I believe they're really powerful there.
Yeah, so good.
So that's a good one. Look through all of their stuff. They got a new one. It's the Elevation Rhythms. I don't know if it's the same group or what, but Elevation. And there's a new song that they had, but there's a line in it that I didn't know until we were riding down the road to go to the Ben Fuller concert, and my girl Faith is playing it in the background in the bus, and it was, I'm dancing on the grave I used to live in. And I was like, oh, wait, I like that line. They kept singing it, and it was like, I was dancing on the grave that I once was in, and I'm like, oh, I really like that line. So, I had never heard. I've heard that song a bunch, but that lyric just popped.
Wow.
Yeah. That was a good one. I don't know what the name of the song is, but that's the lyrics. So
That's a good lyric.
I'm gonna go with my last one, and I've told everybody since the day I really became born again that this is my funeral song. It's the only one I want anybody to sing, and it's the only thing I want them to think about me as I'm done. And it's "Well Done" by the Afters.
It's so good.
I think one time I actually said it was by Mercy Me, and I don't know why, but I thought it was from Mercy Me. But the chorus to this is, well done, my good and faithful one. Welcome to the place where you belong. Well done, my beloved child. You have run the race, and now you're home. Welcome to the place where you belong. That's all I want to hear at the end of the thing. Like, and if my kids and my family and my loved ones are sitting in a room celebrating life, not mourning my passing or none. I want them to celebrate my life. I want a full-on worship concert where they're singing, well done, my good and faithful son.
Yeah.
I want that. I don't care if they're crying tears. I want them to be joyful because they know where I'm at. And at the end of this, we're talking about lyrics, but it's about your soul.
Yeah.
And I believe that songs are a gateway to your soul, and I believe they're a gateway to your heart. And that the born-again life is what we're talking about. And if you're worshiping through these songs, you're a born-again person. You can know that well done is what you're going to hear.
Oh, that is such a good song, Eric. Yeah. And whew, that is, these songs, you guys, will just strengthen you to kind of, to be bold and to live that born-again life. All right, well, mine is a little more of a Big Blue kind of a song here, but it's by Matt Maher, and that's Maher. I think we saw him in concert, too, with Big Blue, I think, one time.
No.
Maybe.
I don't remember.
Maybe. Anyway, he does sing our Big Blue theme song, Love Will Keep Us Together.
Hold Us Together.
Hold Us Together. And I think Steve Shook recommended that song. So that was his brainchild that we still, to this day, every night before we close Big Blue, we sing that song together.
Because my song didn't win.
Well, that's true. I mean, I had another one too, but yeah, the kids decidedly voted that they wanted to keep Love Will Hold Us Together. But anyway, so Matt Maher does this other song that came out a couple summers ago, and it's called In the Room. And it's just, so he just says, and I think about the baptism nights and the nights where kids raise their hand and want prayer. And I just think I have seen some powerful movement. And it just says, I just want to be in the room when you move. And I'm not leaving till you do. You want to talk about bold, Eric? Like, I want to be in the room when you move, and I'm not leaving till you do. Like, that is, oh my gosh, I freaking love that verse. And then it goes on to say, like, he gets a little further down. Tear off the roof, lower me down, whatever it takes to get me to you. Roll every stone, push through the crowd. God, I want to see you break through. And when he just starts like, and this isn't one of those, this is one of those songs where he is just sort of forcefully, like, you're almost shouting these words. It's so good. But anyway, that would be my number 3 for this Monday.
All right. Well, I get a bonus since it's my brainchild. Kidding. Actually, I wanted to read some of the lyrics from our theme song.
Okay, perfect.
Dusty Landacre wrote this song, and I'm going to skip past what you normally hear, people.
Right.
I want to go to the bridge and verse 3, because at some point I want to post the full song.
Yeah.
I may decide between now and when I edit it that I may just literally post an extra episode this day, and it may be just his song.
Just the song. Cool.
But the bridge reads, in your name I am redeemed. In your name I am restored. Thank you, Lord. My life I give. I am born again. For you I live. Then verse 3 goes, do you want to truly live? Receive all he has to give. Open your heart. Let him in. This is where new life begins. Be born again to live. Be born again to live.
Love it.
Dusty wrote those, and Dusty is an absolute genius in music. He's got a heart for people and God, And I love hearing him every Sunday in my church. And I invite you, if you want to know, reach out to me. I'll let you come listen to him every Sunday. He sings our theme song a good bit at our church.
I love that. Thanks, Dusty.
Yep. We're at 25 minutes, so hang in there with us. We're going to say goodbye, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.
No more shame or sorrow. My past regrets were washed away.
Hey guys, thanks again for joining us today. We want to make you a part of the conversation. So please visit our Facebook page at Born Again to Live the podcast and leave a note or a comment, questions, prayer requests. We just want to hear from you. And while you're at it, please like, subscribe, and share so that others can find out about our podcast. Thank you.
Born again to live.